the old outhouse maybe. Grave 1, Jasmine, Cocker Spaniel Cross. Grave 2, Jimmy, Kelpie Cross, I guess. Now this has a story. This is made for Bertie Beton. Cost us about $1,000 more, I think. He was in it for 5 weeks, and then we had to release him. So, because we were wildlife carers, we decided to make it a wombat enclosure, where we hand raised, I did, 2 wombats, female and male, and eventually released them. What we do is we take one of these corrugated iron panels off and let them come and go as they want. It's soft release, they call it. So anyway, they buggered off, and then we made it into a veggie garden. So there's 2 apple trees which cross pollinate. That's one, and there's another one there somewhere. And as you can see, it's all caged all the way through, over the top, all the way around. Little door, you climb in, show you the way it works. There we go. And we go into it. There's the apple trees. But somehow some mangy old bloody possum makes its way in there and chews everything down. Yes, and including the apple trees. That's an old path that goes up to our nasty neighbour, Psycho, we call him. Back down, actually see the view that the wombat's got. They're pretty classy, eh? Then we go back down. This is our back area, we call it, I guess. Then, down here, we have our permaculture, which I keep wobbly that, permaculture, no dig, tunnel house to grow basically all our herbs and everything. This is possum proof. Having said that, they have got in a couple of times. Cheeky buggers, they chew everything down. This here is something that I recommend for everyone. Whoops. This is a whole house water filter, which connected from those tanks behind the polytunnel, as well as filtering this tank, which feeds off the shed. So yeah, they're very, very good actually. Change them over once a year. Cheap, easy to install. Handyman can install it so easy. Yeah, so I recommend getting one of those if you're in any house. They're called a whole house water filter. Zoom in and show you more. That's a bit faded because it's been getting a bit of sun, but still functional. We have another one under the decking, which I'll take you to now after we pass through the polytunnel. Some little lettuces and stuff in there. Anyway, enough of that. This is the shed from a different angle. Houses 2 cars, all Ian's equipment, tools, etc. Back of the house. These are the 2 44,000 gallon concrete water tanks. Probably preferable that people have these concrete water tanks because they don't melt in the fire, do they? And we've had plenty of those, as you'll see in the other videos that I've done. This is the water pump housing for the house. Changed water pump once in 22 years, touch wood. We have a spare one just in case. Then this is the back of the house, sort of maybe if you want, the industrial part. I'll take you down and show you the whole house water filter, but before we do that we'll look at the gas bottles, hot water service, i.e. the industrial type of area. We don't use this area much. Then we'll go down here. Watch out, it's a bit wobbly and slippery, but we can do it. This is the other whole house water filter. It's pretty groovy. This is Clarence water filters, but you can buy them on eBay really cheap. These little pipes down here, they're actually releasing build-up of water and muck, I guess, that collects. We flush these out probably 2 or 3 times a year. You can see the view still showing off a little bit, sort of reflective today, I guess. Does this every winter, but that's okay, we can handle that. And there's this little entrance to go under the house, which I won't open because it's too difficult, but let's have a look and see. Yep, too difficult for me, I'm afraid. Anyway, that goes under the house. It's quite a large area. I'll show you inside the cellar. And this is our electricity system. Now these big batteries, they were the first that we had. They're deep cycle batteries. We thought they were buggered, so we ordered a new lot, which are these ones here. Same output, input, whichever. And the technician found out that actually these batteries were all good. So now we've got 2 sets of batteries, and we have all the Victron bits and bobs. This electronic sine wave inverter that you need to convert these into 240 volt. And it's quite a nice large area, storage of different solar panels and whatnot. That could be used as a wine cellar. Steps up there, up above there is the top bedroom. Distilled water, you're using the to maintain the batteries, a must. Another little Victron number there, don't ask me what it's for, I will not have a bloody clue. That's okay. And then, it's a little too confusing for me, I don't have a computer brain. That's why these vlogs are going to be very interesting. Yes, that's the door that I just closed. Not properly. It's stuck. That is an old satellite dish, which basically wasn't worth it. So it's not actually active anymore. It's under the house. Yeah, looks untidy, but at least here it's weed free around. So if you have a fire, it's not going to be a drama. And we'll come around to here. See the view again. No, I love the view. There you go. That's probably real time. It is. Camera doesn't really do it justice when it's in, not zoomed out. Let me come up here and have more solar panels. These we installed. Well, Ian, I should say, does all that stuff, not me. I'm incapable due to health issues. These are the ones for the house. There's panels up behind there, that dormer, and there's panels there. So I think it's about 3 kilowatts. But then, you know, this beautiful large deck. There's pots we brought over from Melbourne 22 years ago from our garden centre that we had. Pretty groovy. They were made in Vietnam, I think it was. Glazed, very nice. Excuse my washing up there. Swing seat. So that's all outside there is pretty good. Oh yeah, you'll see up above there is a sprinkler. Yep, and then we go above here. Where are we? There we go. And another sprinkler. There's quite a few surrounding the house. And the sprinklers are attached to the dam and also that other smaller poly water tank that I showed you before. You can see it's all cleared around again, just in case of a fire, or pan around here. Autumn, more depends. Fires can't help because they don't have the volunteers, sadly. Well, they have volunteers, they have 20, but 19 of them have full-time jobs. So, you know, poor buggers don't even have a chance to be able to do any of the firefighting or helping residents with slow reduction burns, fuel reduction burns. So that actually is funny. This is a native climber, I forget the name of it, and that's a lady die in that pot there. Name escapes me. Anyway, it has tiny little white flowers. Anyway, I was working at St Helens Mitre 10 20 odd years ago, and I potted that up in the garden centre. And so therefore it's probably about 21 years old, and you probably call it a bonsai. Yeah, it looks ratty and the pot looks ratty, which it is, which this year we're going to actually give it a paint and take it out, cut the roots, cut it back, and it'll be a beauty. Now you'll see all these little beauties and the olive, all these little trees, they've all got cages because possums, but mainly wallabies, eat them. So you find that most trees have these now. These pines here, I think they're called Esk pines, which is pretty groovy.